Right guys, welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a super quick one because I want to get this filmed, edited and out tonight for you guys. But it's a video, it's another one of these videos that I hate making, and it's thanks to sort of just a small few people in the last video. So obviously the last video you seen we spoke about the Jaguar X type that we're giving away. And of course, as usual, loads of keyboard warriors jumped in the comments and started slating it and all sorts of other stuff. It's a Mondeo in drag and it's rotten underneath and all sorts of other stuff. Let's just clear a few things up. This car has been owned by one guy and he's had every single bit of repair work done on it. Also, we're going to do a hell of a load of work on it before the new winner picks it up. And that includes ladder guarding and rust treatment underneath it. So don't be worrying about anything like that. And yeah, the whole Mondeo and drag thing, let's go and clear that up just now. Right guys, first things first, there's no doubt about it that Jaguar did share quite a few parts with Ford back in the day when this was built. But it's no different for any other car manufacturer. Like, the Lamborghini uses indicators for a Ford Focus, a Mark I Ford Focus. And it's also got the heater controls out of like an MG Rover. Let's not even get started on the Volkswagen group. Volkswagen, Seat, Skoda, they're all the bloody same. And then you've got Dacia. Dacia are just an old Renault, rebranded. So yeah, every single car manufacturer uses parts for other manufacturers. It just happens. But in the case of this Jaguar, it's actually less than you think. So a lot of people think that this is just a Mondeo in drag, and it's just the same, exact same shell, exact same parts, with just a bit of extra, a bit nicer body paneling on it. But it's completely different. In actual fact, it actually uses less than 20% Ford parts. So let's have a look at some of them just to clear this up. Obviously, to start with, we've got the key blade and the ignition lock. That's probably the most recognisable thing. The ignition barrel is straightforward. Look at the leather. What kind of Ford comes with leather like this? If this was in a Ford, all of this leather would be torn and ripped by now. What kind of Ford comes with burr walnut? Honestly. So yeah, a few other wee bits in here. Some of the switches, well, not the switches, but some of the stuff behind the switches. So the blower motor, the aircon unit, things like that. Some of them have been taken from the Ford Mondeo and adapted to fit this. So basically, it's just to speed up the process of manufacturing the car. Basically, at the time when this came out, BMW had launched the new 3 Series, the new Mercedes C-Class was out, and Jaguar had to pull their finger out and get their luxury saloon car out before it was too late. So of course they were going to streamline the process and make it as easy as possible. So yeah, why not read the parts bin and other stuff and see what you can use or tailor make to fit your car. So despite what other people might say, the actual chassis is completely different. There is no hint of Mondeo anywhere on this whatsoever. One of the key components that was taken from the Mondeo was the rear subframe. So basically, the rear subframe on this is taken from the Mondeo estate, and again, it was for streamlining and making the process quicker, but it was also really flat. So it meant the Jaguar could utilise the flat subframe to make a nice, spacious, luxurious rear interior that still had legroom for adults, and keep a massive boot floor with plenty of storage space in a saloon car. So not all bad. Another thing to share is the front suspension struts. Now, the strut looks like a Ford Mondeo one, but what Jaguar actually done was converted it into a double-lined dual piston strut for extra comfort. So looking at it, it looks like a Mondeo strut, but if you took it apart, it is absolutely nothing like the Mondeo strut whatsoever. And one of the problems with these cars is people fit the Mondeo struts because they're cheaper and then they don't ride as good. This, however, has still got the Jaguar ones on it, so it's still silky smooth. And of course the last major piece is found in the engine bay. Now everybody thinks that this is just a fork lump, which has a certain amount of truth to it. So the engine, the 3 litre V6, the castings are taken directly from the Ford factory. So the block and the heads use the same castings as a Mondeo, but what Jaguar done was completely change the internals. So different pistons, different con rods, the cams are different, the valve size is different. Basically, if you take the 3 litre out of a Ford Mondeo, it gets 220 brake horsepower, whereas in the Jaguar it's 231. And of course in the Jaguar these are all 4-wheel drive. I'm not 100% sure if they've done a 4-wheel drive Mondeo. I'm told in some places in the world they did, but I don't think we got it in the UK. So the 4-wheel drive system might have been shared, but that came for Jaguar as far as I know. The other difference is if you've got a diesel version of this, it didn't even come from a Mondeo. That engine was ripped straight out of Ford Transit, and they didn't modify that, so the diesel engine in an X-Type is from a Ford Transit. But they seem to do alright. But yeah, petrol wise, this engine looks the same, completely different inside. I mean, this is a little bit dirty now. It needs a valet because this place gets terribly dirty around here in the winter. But I mean, heated memory seats, fully electric, upgraded Alpine sound system, front and rear electric windows, the full burr walnut dash. Let's just fire it on again. That engine just sounds silky smooth. You've got your touchscreen sat nav, which in 2005 was absolutely phenomenal, and you didn't get this in a Mondeo, not at all. And then you've got full navigation as well, which works. You've got the 6 CD multi-changer, automatic gearbox, sport button, just really nice leather with the grey piping, the burr walnut. It's just a nice place to sit, and it is actually super comfortable to drive. The heated seats are great, steering's nice and light, it just drives really nice. I've drove a lot of Mondeos, this drives completely different. So to answer everybody online saying it's just a Mondeo in drag, not at all. This car is completely different for a Mondeo. Put this up against any Mondeo any day and this thing will be a hell of a load better. And of course, come 9 o'clock tomorrow, this could belong to one of you guys. So if you don't already know, we're raffling this car off, and we're trying to raise as much money as we can for Action for Children, and we're also giving away a Cobra dash cam and a whole load of Infinity Wax goodies. Now, just to let you know, the raffle was massively undersold, like really massively. I'm super scared that we're not even going to break even on this car. Not that we're looking to make a massive amount of profit, the whole point was to make as much money for charity as we can. But at this rate, the charity is not going to get a lot of money, and we're going to take a massive loss on this car. So guys, it's Christmas time, I want you to dig deep. It's only £2 a ticket, you don't have to buy one of the bundles. Spend £2, 25% of that's going to go to Action for Children. There's a really high probability that you're going to win one of the prizes just because it's so limited on entries at the moment. And hopefully we can clear at least enough funds to break even on this car, and one of you guys, come the new year, will be able to come and collect this, or we'll arrange a delivery and one of you guys will have this Jaguar in your driveway. And obviously it'll come with all the service history that it's got, all the Guy Salmon history. We're also going to service it again. It'll have a fresh MOT, some newly refurbished wheels, we'll put some new tyres on it, we'll have it all detailed. We're not going to do every single bit of it because we want you guys to be able to turn your hand to it as well, tidy it up a wee bit for yourself, and hopefully keep it as a future classic. If not, you can sell it, you can do whatever you want with it, but as long as we save it, and as long as some money goes to charity, and hopefully one of you guys win it, I'm more than happy with that. So yeah, link will be in the description. You can also find it on my Instagram page. But aye, £2 a ticket guys, get involved, get entered into this, and hopefully we can help out Action for Children with a big chunk of money as well. So like I said guys, this is going to be a short one. I want to wish you guys a very, very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. And we've got some other videos coming out before then, but they're already pre-recorded and ready to edit, so I don't think we'll be doing another live video or an up-to-date video until January. So just a massive thank you for all your support in 2024, and 2025 is going to be amazing. So yeah, have a great time guys, we'll see you soon, bye bye.